tournament. We got a good one for you tonight, folks. Tonight, we have got awp82 versus RicoV53. I'm Captain MD, and tonight I am joined by my good friend Digglewrath. How you doing?
Hello, I am the Digglewrath, and I'm commentating 2 races in a row, or 2 days in a row, rather. Exciting stuff. My pronouns are she, her, by the by, and yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Indeed. So, Op and Rico are doing a standard match, no RAs tonight. Op, no stranger to the Echoes Randomizer scene. They've been around for several years. Trades places with me all the time in weeklies, especially back in 22, 23. A very good runner. Rico, I'm not as familiar with.
Yep. That's about what I was gonna say.
Well, then let me ask you this, Diggle. What are you hoping to see tonight in this seed that we should point out that you did not generate?
Oh, I want to see the same thing I always say. Garbage. I want to see trash.
Well, considering Cestrion gen'd this and he gen'd my race earlier this week versus Uncle Reggie, I would say you're probably going to get what you want.
Yeah.
Because Cestrion rolled some pretty good trash last trash on Wednesday.
The last seed I commentated was also a hot mess. Seekers and Poison Bog.
Ew. Now that does sound spicy.
Yeah, and there was an additional scare of it was a proximity hint, so it was a 50-50 shot that was on Chica. And the hint for that was like deep in Torvis and deep in Logic.
Oh dear.
We didn't find out just definitively where it was till like just before someone was finally able to pick it up.
Yeah, I think for me it was just reading Cobalt hints like, game, tell me where my Dark Visor is. Oh, here it is. It's vanilla.
Oh, disgusting.
Which, to be fair, the game threw all the keys on my lap, so it's not like it was that hard. I just decided to ignore it to my detriment.
I mean, I would too.
All right, that being said, we are off here, folks.
Here's to the seed winning.
The seed always wins. All right, what's our first item there? Beam ammo. Not particularly useful right now.
It sure is the item of all time.
All right, but we get our first hint of the evening, and this reads to us that... Oh, we'll get everybody synced up here. Hold on one second. Oh, Chick is dead. Wonderful. Oh, wait a minute.
Dang.
That's not wonderful at all.
That's good for the runners, and we don't want that here.
Up gracing us with the game's wonderful music. Prime 2's got some good tunes.
It does. It does.
Kind of makes me excited for what Prime 4 is going to bring, now that we know that's officially a thing.
I refuse to believe it's real still, frankly.
All right, well, we are on our good old friend Alpha Splinter here. Well, plus the little mini splinters for now. So no special weapons to deal with this, so this is going to be your traditional, boring, slow, single charge beam fight. But yeah, I don't know if it's just my imagination, but it does seem like Randomania just has it out for everybody now.
As it should.
Like, you know, you used to be the supreme ruler of generating bad seeds back in 2022, if I'm not mistaken, but that not anymore. Actually, no, it was earlier than that. I think
that was probably from 2020 or 2019.
I was about to say,
even.
Yeah, it really is amazing how time flies. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I try not to think about it personally and how I've basically disappeared from the community for a couple of years, but let's not dwell on that. I'm trying to come back.
Indeed. But yeah, no.
Come back, Dark Alpha Splinter. Go away, please.
Well, unfortunately, we can't cannonball it this time around, so...
Oh, did someone actually get a cannonball in UMOS 1?
No, I just did it in practice. It was on a different... It wasn't on a energy controller start seed. I think I was practicing alternate... Ooh!
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, that
Oh,
would have been
that's.
nice. Go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say that is some very interesting logical questions now. Um,
That
are we gonna
also would
see
have.
early Sank play?
We need a couple more things,
I
but
mean,
also,
sure.
where were those power bombs when we needed those 3 minutes ago?
3 minutes later on Alpha Splinter.
Fair enough. All right, it was a missile expansion up top, so nothing of importance. Well, actually, that's very important considering we don't have missiles right now, but... All right, we got a Temple Assembly Site play here, and unfortunately we got main power bombs already, so we can't see Temple Assembly Site glowing like a Christmas tree. That looks like a missile.
I potentially could have been Amber, maybe? It looked orange at the very least.
Actually, I think you're right. I think that was Amber. Either way, Up is going to attempt the task slope jump for it.
Tool assisted speedrun only.
All right, it looks like they're going to come back for that later, just to. Oh yeah, that's totally Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
think.
not critical to pick that up.
Ideally, you find bombs or space jump here, and even screw attack would trivialize that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, comm area perfectly in logic with this equipment. You're expected to get a jump from this standable terrain on the top of the middle of the comms dish, and then just jump right there.
It's
Super
interesting in a
missiles.
couple of items when they actually have some missiles to fire.
Yeah, it's not often that we get super missiles before missiles. Now, a nice thing about this particular layer, first layer of comm area, is that the troopers and splinters do drop power bombs should they be necessary.
Only in the first layer, though. They run out of stock after the first time.
Yeah, they ship them all over to Elysia.
Ooh, off doing. Oh,
Yeah, that
is an
checks.
item.
Yeah, that checks. With main power bombs, with main power bombs and no missiles, there is literally nothing else you could do.
Now the runners can get Amber.
Yeah, now you're in a much better position for your Aegon dive, because Amber's free. Interesting. Yeah, typically I will push either comm area or hive chamber B when I see an explosive early, but if I don't even have logical Aegon access, then yeah, definitely wise to push GFMC here, as both runners have done.
Poor Rico going for a GFMC slope jump. Unfortunately, it's okay. Good, they stopped.
Yeah, you don't want
know
to...
if it would have been better or worse for them if they had kept doing it and gotten it, or just not. I don't know. It's good they stopped. That's the point.
Yeah, at this point, it is space jump, so nothing too crazy. Although I will say, that was a suit in my race. The one silver lining about the trash of that seat is at least I had an early light suit. And
Oh,
I'm
that
pretty
is
sure I
nice.
needed it. In fact, I definitely needed it. There was a keen feeding pit. Was there? Yeah, there was. All right, well, it's off to Aegon, I think, unless either runner decides they want to make a quick detour to Hive Chamber B. Ooh, Rico is going to give us a detour to the Reliquary hint.
Doing a very fiddly slow jump. I didn't know that existed. Yeah, I just do that.
That's also...
just easy.
I will do the similar, and it looks like we have a suit in a Cursed Lake, or a life support system rather, in a Cursed Lake. Missile-related upgrade in Reliquary, that's dead.
Oh yeah, you need seekers to get there. Light beam and Aegon transport.
All right, and a movement system can be found in GFMC compound. Gee, I wonder what that could be.
Wow!
You know, if you somehow decided to rush the Aegon elevator before coming here to
Some
GFMC.
reason.
I did not hear the item jingle for Mining Plaza. It is a red key.
Oh, that's horrible.
That is spicy.
Well, actually, no, wait. Chick is dead.
Actually, yeah, that's just flat out dead. You're right.
Yeah, if it's an Amorbus key, great. And if it's a Hive key, who cares?
Wouldn't it be hilarious if Gravity Boost is just on the ship?
That would be great.
All right, STK and mining station access. Certainly nice to get a free key, but could we get some missiles, please?
It is not done.
Oh, and I could not see what that was in mining station A. Oh, it's going to give us one more peek. That is a beam tank.
Okay, it's a beam tank.
Oh, Quad's half dead. Well, not looking like a boss's seat at the rate we're going.
And we're gonna have to compensate for trash in the other direction in other ways.
Yeah, there'll just be a Sky Temple key on Sank map or something.
Here's bombs.
Well, this is awkward. Hazing Cliff is almost in logic. We just need some energy tanks, actually.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I wouldn't be surprised if Spider Ball's next on the docket.
Yeah. I personally would love it if they had to do an early Sank dive. We're obligated to.
I wouldn't be surprised given the fact that we can actually get in there. And the only thing stopping us from checking something in logic over there is either energy tanks or a spider ball.
Emerald Translator and Dark Aegon Wastes. Oh, and there's a Dark Beam.
All right, so this start is actually looking really good here for Dark Aegon because not only do we have Dark Beam, we also have super missiles. And with Space Jump in tow, that gives us Warriors Walk and Labs without having to go through the front door.
Oh, not Warriors Walk. They don't have missiles still.
Right. Ooh, Transport A access contains a Morph Ball system. That has to be Booster Spider. And the only thing stopping us from getting that right now is Emerald Translator, which we know is in Dark Aegon somewhere. Interesting.
Oh, we might be in and out in an hour and a half at this rate.
You know, I wouldn't mind that. I already called a race earlier today, and I wouldn't mind this one being a tiny bit quicker. Still a bit trash, but quicker. Was busy helping out the Majora's Mask rando folks.
Oh, nice.
All right, now that being said, yeah, Appa's going to be our first into Dark Aegon. Definitely seems to have the movement advantage right now. Now, that being said, you know, the seats can go downhill on a dime if you're looking for the one item and you can't find it.
Yeah, we can get a required Seekers on a 2 Moss still. It's still possible.
It's ugly, but it's possible.
I got excited for another hint, but it was the quad hint again.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting hints for a hot minute here. That's an energy tank. There always seems to be an energy tank in Crossroads. There's always progression in Underground Tunnel, and there's always an energy tank in Crossroads. And Op is deciding to dip.
Gonna check Transport Center.
Actually, yeah, that's a good shout. Just in case it's an energy tank or Annihilator Beam or something useful. I understand that. Because again,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, that's a good point. We still can't get to the temple. We can fire a missile.
Even just a missile expansion would be great.
We do know where one is. It's back at Transport B access.
If they want to walk all the way back for that.
Probably not. I wouldn't.
Okay, there's some missiles finally. It only took like almost 13 minutes, but we finally found one missile expansion.
Good grief. I mean, a single super missile this early is still really nice, because with that you can one-shot Bomb Guardian if a power bomb doesn't do the trick for you.
Hmm.
So in Dark Aegon, we've got a handful of things we can do. We can check In-Cache 4, we can check Jump Guardian. It's probably Spider Ball and Transport A access, so we're probably going to have to leave Junction Site behind.
Dang.
And I think Op's just going to play it a little safe here and go the long way around, go check In-Cache 4 first, take a safety save. This is honestly a pretty smart move. You know, you don't have any energy tanks. Dark Aegon is very scary right now.
No need to take a risk of this early on.
Yeah. Furthermore, when defeating Jump Guardian, it spawns an additional 2 Warrior Ing in dueling range, so you definitely don't want to be dealing with that.
I didn't actually know that was the trigger. Okay.
It is, yeah. Yeah, like just crossing over to the In-Cache 4 area cost 45 energy. Oh, there's that Emerald Translator.
Yeah?
Okay.
And we'll have a complete set.
Yeah, so that puts the Transport A access ball in logic. Nice blue drop. Definitely want to see that.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I would probably want to go back to Transport A access, Ronto, just to get the ball upgrade. Spider is really nice, and Boost, of course, is just gotta go fast.
I suspect that even though we're going to get the info on Junction Site here, which is Hello Suit.
Dude. Oh, I really want to go back to Transport A access.
I think Op is still going to wait until after Jump Guardian and Bomb Guardian, just so that way the DMT loop is nice and complete.
Ah, yes. Forgot about Bomb Guardian.
Okay, yeah, Op's playing this a little smart here, just grabbing a hopefully gold drop before proceeding. But a blue and a purple will do nicely. Other than that, you know, as I like to call it, standard trial tunnel low energy procedures. Apparently, Rico also almost cut it pretty close a second ago, and is very wisely taking a safety save.
Taking a safety save is never the wrong play in Echoes.
Yeah.
Oh, and an E-Tank. Oh, that's a great find.
That's a huge relief.
I can get a little silly with movement in Dark Aegon.
All right, looks like Rico's going to go ahead and deal with Jump Guardian here before the trial tunnel check. Yeah, both runners using Light Beam. Definitely Light Beam the faster method of attack right now. You know what I just realized? We could have, like, Missile Launcher in Pod W.
Yeah, it's just formality in these settings, but it's going to be really interesting to see where it finally pops up.
All right, meanwhile, one dead Jump Guardian later, and we get more missiles.
Too super.
Now let's see if Op decides to take those super straight into Warrior's Walk. They do not.
Yeah, just a little bit inconvenient right now, I understand. I think Op wants to come back here with the suit to make things a little safer.
That's fair, because that's fairly easy to route in on your way out. Although the downside is, if Pod W is the answer, then you had to go to Incash 4 to get Emerald Translator. You had to come back to Aegon to grab, or go to Great Temple then to grab your ball upgrade. And assuming it's Spider, come all the way back to Junction Site for your Emerald, for your suit, so that you can possibly get something in Pod W. And hey, if the logic says it could happen, it can happen. Rando cares not how crazy the journey is, only that it can be made. And yeah, we are going to see that Bomb Guardian play from Op here, and I think this is the correct move. Just unlock it now, get DMT available, maybe take a quick detour to Mineshaft and Vent Area A, since those two items are right next to each other. In fact, yeah, that's exactly what she's going to do. It is an item up there based on the audio cue. And yeah, you're seeing those warrior ink that I mentioned earlier in dueling range.
Okay. Just a vessel.
Alright, well, again, it's nice, but at this point, I think we can get away without that for a little while.
Yeah, other items would be nice.
Alright, we're going to see the Aegon Energy Controller now, so this is an item and a hint. Oh, no, we're going to see Bomb Guardian first. Oh.
And explode.
Yeah, power bombs kind of just trivialize this.
New hint coming up.
Alright, so at this point, what would be something, something to point us into Sank would be pretty nice.
Yeah. Alternatively, grav boost for Torvis for no reason.
Or just hinting another movement system in GFMC.
Honestly, not a bad hint.
Ooh, there is another energy tank. Definitely want to get that.
Gravity boost is in Torvis bug. Alright, well.
Up to 3 rooms from Forgotten Bridge, so basically anywhere in Upper Torvis. That's basically what it boils down to, because the rooms in Torvis are super interconnected. So that can be literally... Can it be even Medvista? Yeah, it could even be Medvista. It could be Underground Tunnel. The only place it basically can't be is Torvis Temple.
What a terrible hint.
That's it. That's literally the only place... Oh, that's an ETM. I don't even have to look at the model to see that's an ETM. I could see that glow in the tunnel from a mile away.
Okay, now I guess the gravity boost in somewhere in Upper Torvis isn't the worst hint ever, because you can always get, like, pseudo 2 rooms away from an E-tank. But... yeah, that's still really funny.
Yeah. The hint basically translates to gravity boost is somewhere in Upper Torvis. Now, granted, there's a lot in Upper Torvis we could do right now. We have Amber Translator, Light Beam, and Super Missiles, so we have Torvis access. It can't be in Lagoon, obviously, just because Grab Boost can't lock itself. We do not have air underwater enabled in this preset. Although, Screw Attack in Torvus Lagoon would be hilarious. It's the most insulting place it can be in. Now, can we please also get Missile Launcher while we're at it so we can actually do all that stuff in Torvus that I just mentioned?
I mostly just hope we see it at all to know how bad the logic is, in theory.
Indeed. Ooh, I think...
Go ahead.
Yeah, Rico had a bit of a mistake there. Got knocked off the platform courtesy of bees.
Question: has anyone opted to play their first round seed with require mains on?
Not that I am aware of.
Dang. Those seeds are always hilarious.
Indeed. I recall a Nightmare Weekly we had in 2021, I want to say. Was that July? Where, was it July 21 or July 2020? Where basically if you did not do things in a specific order, you had a dead file.
Oh.
Because of it wasn't even required mains, I don't think. There just wasn't any power bombs.
Wow.
Basically, you had to get to Fortress Transport access before you could
That's an
you had to get to in Pod
It's
W?
Annihilator in Pod W.
Oh. Yeah, that could be useful. That's open, assuming it's Spider Ball and Transport A access.
Oh, right, we didn't get this item because no missiles. What a funny item to have to come back for.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you do so early in your route 99% of the time that it's possible you could just waltz right by it just because it's never been an issue before. And interestingly, Op choosing to put off the hive chambers for now might save it for after running through the temple.
I think what Op plans to do is okay, Op's gonna do GFMC, enter Great Temple from this side, and then go out via the Amber elevator. Clean up everything that way, and then go back into Aegon.
Yeah, because from there, yeah, she could go into Torvus.
Yeah. I don't think she even wants to go into Torvus. I just think that she'll get, like, everything in Temple Grounds that's successful right now.
I
and
agree.
Then go back to Aegon and get the suit, assuming it is Spider.
Yeah, we're going off entirely on the assumption that it is Spider Ball and Transport A access, just because right now it doesn't seem like there's a reason for the game to give us Boost Ball at the moment. So it feels more probable that Spider Ball is what's in Transport A access.
Most annoying hint to scan 2004.
Progressive Suit can be found exactly 2 rooms away from Emerald Translator. Guess what? We know where that is. Thanks, game. We get it. Spider Ball's important. We're getting there. Hold your horses.
I found that in like these logic settings, Randomizer really wants you to have Spider Ball for things. Conversely, Boost Ball there's not a lot of things you need Boost Ball for.
Yeah, like right now, the only thing Boost Ball would do for us immediately, as far as like Aegon is concerned, is sand processing.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing it unlocks is Sank Entrance.
Yeah, that's the biggest for sure. But we would still need Spider Ball for that too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Also that.
All right, let's see what ball upgrade is down there.
No idea. I didn't get a good enough look at it.
Ooh, Rico is deciding to go into labs. This is an interesting play. Yeah, that's Defo Spider.
Yep. And boost both probably in like watch station or something. IDK.
It could be, given that what we know now, that is, it could be in some nasty spots. All right, so yeah, Op is gonna, yeah, this is a little obnoxious, by the way, because again, I would like to remind the audience, this is, again, Dark Beam in, Dark Beam required a little bit of work to get, didn't it?
It was in transport center. It wasn't like the worst thing in the world.
No, it wasn't, but it was still Dark Beam and Transport. So, firstly, go to Dark Aegon to go to, ooh, there's a Torvis key that's useless. Go to Dark Aegon to open up Transport Center. Go to Transport Center to get Dark Beam. Go to Incash 4 to get Emerald Translator. Go to Transport A-Axis to go get your Spider Ball. Go get your suit out of Junction Site to go get Annihilator Beam out of Plane of Dark Worship. I like where this is going already. And it's only been 28 minutes.
We found the Torvis keys and rip. I really like this route Off is doing, by the way. Just cleaning up all of Aegon, basically one swoop. And not even having to double it back on herself at any point, other than just leaving Aegon. This is a really nice route.
Yeah, this also gives give them words. It also gives them a chance to check the Defiled Shrine hint. A key. Did we see? Did Sky Temple Grounds Sky Temple Grounds mentioned as a place that could be the
Torvis key? Nope.
Torvis key? No. Okay. Well, that could be. Then it could be any of the other ones, or it could be Sky. Now we have a missile-related upgrade in Dark Oasis. Now that is spicy. That could be Seeker missiles. It's very unlikely, given how deep into Lower Torvis. But it's not out of the realm of possibility.
It isn't. I mean, we did have Dark Oasis Seekers last seed I commentated.
Oh, well, in that case.
Did I say Dark Oasis? I meant Poison Bog. I'm silly.
That's still trash either way.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Let me write down that obnoxious chain for Annihilator Beam really quick. I feel like I'm going to be repeating that a lot.
Going into
Oh, wait a sec.
Oh, go ahead.
It just clicked. Dark Beam was in Portal Access A. It wasn't in Transport Center.
Right.
All right, so DMT had an energy tank, not unwelcome. Oh, hi, booster cannon.
Wow.
We've had access to that for 30 minutes.
Wow, that's all relevant Morph Ball That's all Morph Ball upgrades. Dang. Yeah, Sank Entrance is actually in Logic now.
Yep.
On Rico's end, I'm curious I would not have gone into labs here. It's a lot slower than for one, you already know where the morph ball system is, which would help with getting around here either way or doing checks. It's also kind of a lot slower, I think, just doing labs and cleaning up temple grounds. I'm curious what maybe they're just taking a risk.
Indeed. Now, yeah, under these conditions, with how much there is available, I personally would like to try and come back here with Screw Attack, but with Super Missiles in tow at the same time, I can understand wanting to get Storage C out of the way now, because Storage C is a pain to get back to.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to do a kind of fiddly scan dash to get to Storage C, though.
What even was that in Bioenergy? Was that something important?
It doesn't look like it to me. I think that's a missile expansion.
Okay, yeah, it's a missile. Yeah, the scan dash for Storage C isn't that bad. It's one of my preferred scan dashes, but at the same time, yeah, it's still good to just get this out of the way now.
Mm-hmm. I don't know anything about what Rico knows trick-wise, so we'll see what they do. Oh, and I'm gonna get the cross-OD tank. Nice.
I think this is sound. You know, if she gets this E-Tank, that's gonna leave them at 4, and at which point, would Dark Aegon, Dark Aether in general should basically no longer scare you.
Oh yeah. This is good enough to fight final bosses with.
Ooh, Rico went too far back in that dash. I think
Yeah,
you want to
not
be
speed.
not enough speed. I think it's ideal to target the monitor in front of the spider track rather than the spider track itself. That's typically where I scan dash from, like right there.
Hmm. I've never really noticed a difference.
Ooh,
Not
almost
enough
had
dark
it too.
there, yeah.
But yeah, Op is going to pick this suit up. She's going to be very happy to not have to worry about Dark Aegon for the rest of their trip.
Oh, and a clean scan dash to get to storage C. I guess that is somewhat of a reward with no suits, but not
Even
good enough to make up for the time Op gained going around picking up everything she did.
even more energy.
Storage B is gonna have to be something huge, like screw attack, I think.
Honestly, I don't know. Well, actually, Op is not immediately warping to start here, so I wonder if that is exactly
Oh,
what
now
she's
we're
thinking
doing-
about.
Yeah, now we're doing Warrior's Walk, I think. Oh, this is nice, actually.
You know what? With this equipment, that's a really good idea because the only check you're leaving behind right now is in cache 2? Question mark.
It'll have Op is saving. Let's see what happens here. Well, just visiting a save station, but she is saving.
In cache 2 and feeding pit are the two things we won't be able to do back there.
Yeah, we have a warped start. Okay, where are we heading now?
Could be. Well, we still can't logically get into Torvis right now. Well, actually,
No, we can.
no, we can't. Well, here's the thing. We don't have logical missiles still, so we can't
that's
bust
not
down.
stopping anybody.
It's not stopping anybody, yes, but the only thing that more missiles in command center, by the way. The only thing missile launcher is needed for is that one stupid red door in front of the elevator. Otherwise, dark and light could act as an alternative into Path of Eyes.
Oh, Op is getting Annihilator, probably. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, this is a good. I still think you do get this, given that you know what it is. Although it would be hilarious if Light Suit is in a cursed lake. And better yet, if Secret Missiles were Annihilator or Dark Suit locked. That way we can keep this chain going.
Now Op can grab, if they want to do the annoying dash in that room for in cache 2, they can do that and not orphan that check somewhere really obnoxious.
Yeah, that scan dash for Incash 2 is one of my lesser preferred ones.
I dislike it a lot, but not as much as leaving that check behind.
That's fair.
Annihilator is an interesting one. Without Echo, there's not a lot that it can do by itself, but it opens up just enough in, like, Sanctuary that by itself that it might it's probably worth pursuing the logic, or pursuing that lead of Annihilator. Oh, where's that going now?
This looks to be a Hall of Honor dead play, potentially.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot you can do going around this loop now. The only thing stopping us from Grand Wind Chamber is Secret Missiles and a grapple. Because we can't, BSJing won't help right now since we don't have Screw Attack.
Yeah, I don't think they're... Unless you want to do the world's most obnoxious scan dash, I don't think there's really anything you can do with Grand Chamber Windway.
Yeah, that's the only thing in the Meeting Grounds area that's in Launchic at this point. Or that is actually there. There's really just not a whole lot else there. Because, yeah, the Meeting Grounds area is great for convenient routing, but it doesn't have a lot of items.
Op could also just be going directly to Torvis, which is fair enough.
Yeah, because at this point, I think it's safe to say that missile launcher's like chilling in Battleground or something.
Yeah. We already know that gravity boost is in Upper Torvis and likely accessible with this loadout.
Actually, I think it's fully accessible because now that we have Emerald Translator Supers and both ball upgrades, Plaza areas in play. So yeah, we have access to the entirety of Upper Torvis now.
Except for maybe Path of Root, but there's probably something annoying you can do for it now.
There is. You can slope jump up to the elevator and fall into it, kind of. And then just jump off of that when it gets towards the top.
Alright, SDK in Battlegrounds 1, which is not great at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, it's nice. As I often say, it's nice, but it's not what you're looking for at this stage. And AWP is going to have a much easier time with that one, courtesy of Annihilator Beam.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting that wind chamber check.
I would screw attack personally.
Oh, screw attack here would be ugly, because then that's grapple locked, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, that was like dark ammo or something. Oh, quad is fully dead? Dang.
Yeah, the two most hint was in Path of Eyes. So yeah, at this point, Rico is stopping to think about things for a second, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Oof, missing that super door. Just by grazing the ground. Fortunately, got the second one. It's 0.08% screw attack and Grand Chamber Windway, according to the data. I hope they get to see that at least once.
Oh, yeah.
So ugly.
From that batch gen that was done before the week. Ooh, okay, that's dead. Never mind. Life support system, poison bog.
Light suit has to be accessible per the logic setting, so it will not be locked by itself, unfortunately. Not this week.
Okay, that's sunburst in Torvis Lagoon.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, more hints. Duh, of course. The keys to Aegon Temple sure do exist.
Aegon, Dark Torvis, and Torvis.
Oh, that's rude.
Oh, we can't... Oh. Oh.
Yeah, this is the one bad place. Oh. Oh. Awkward.
That's awkward, but here's the thing. We don't have to pick that up right this second, so maybe we'll find something before then?
Sure, it's just one of the advantages of, you know, with the information Op had going here, it was pretty likely you're going to get gravity boost and then just be able to do lower Torvis super easily. Now it's a lot more questionable whether that's still on the table.
Yeah, there is still a lot you can do in the Upper Torvis area, because I think the Upper Torvis area, if you include the Underground Tunnel area and the Dark Torvis area, is like 17 to 20 items.
Yeah.
Like, it is a...
nice to do all that in one go, and now it's looking a lot less likely you were able to do that at all. I would have made this play, though, so... yeah, just awkward that it's in Path of Roots exactly.
Indeed. Another burger in Forgotten Bridge. Ooh, good. Off dodging the little plant of horrors. Feed me, Samus.
I just noticed that Rico was walking back to the front of Aegon. Do they not know about warp to start?
This might be the DMT loop, because it is faster to walk out of Aegon than take the save warp if you're starting from DMT
True.
specifically. And I think Op's just double checking to make sure to see if there were any missing pieces of the puzzle here. Which I don't think there was. Yeah, I think that's more what she was interested in looking for. Oh, hello, Dark Visor.
Okay.
That's really nice to have. It's not going to do us any good right this minute, but with Secret Missiles later, that definitely makes a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, lets her be slightly more efficient in dark world checks.
Yeah, like Battleground and Cache was something we didn't get to see. We didn't get to read the hint for that either. That is another red key in Torvus Temple. That's probably the hint in a Morbus key, actually.
I feel like Rico took a look at the dead body hint for Battleground, but we weren't looking.
Possibly. Well, that would depend on if there was a visit to Central Mining Station.
There was. Rico was absolutely there.
Okay, he was. But yeah, this could either be an Amorbus or a Chica key, I think. I don't recall the Chica hints, unfortunately. It was? Key. Okay. Well, we know that the last one...
Go
ahead. Now, the Aegon key we saw... Yep, do that all the time. The key that we saw before, the Aegon key we saw before was in storage... Was it in storage B? It was in Light Aegon, if memory serves. So I think the one we're missing is Dark... Was it Dark Torvus or Dark Aegon?
I think go over the Dark Torvus key. Echo Visor's in Sanctuary. Vanilla? Vanilla Echo?
Oh, there is nothing stopping us from going there right now. That is actually in logic.
Wow.
I think. Yeah, no, we don't need missiles to get to... Wait a minute. I mean, either way, no, we're not caring about missiles at this stage, but...
We'll need grapple to get to DS2. That would be really funny.
Do we? I don't think we need a grapple.
No, we don't. We don't need grapple to get to DS2.
Oh, perfect. Okay, game, we got enough energy tanks. You can stop giving us those. We're good now.
Rico's walking up to the, yes, that hint. Excellent. Alright, underground tunnel always has something. Maybe this is our missiles.
No. Is it? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, I don't like the fact that K-Rar in chat just said, please give me another Aerie seed today.
Progressive suit can be found in Sanct Temple access.
White
suit is known.
That is technically only locked at this point by Seeker missiles.
Don't you also need Echo, technically?
Yes, you do, actually. That's a good shout. Yeah. So that means it can't be... That means Echo can't be in Sank map.
Dang.
Op is about to get yeeted here. Yep. For another energy tank. Oops, all E. All right, what is that back there? Another energy tank.
We're not dying anytime soon, that's for sure.
Clearly. All right, so Rico is electing to scan dash Grand Wind Chamber here. This is doable, but it's very difficult in my experience.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to start your dash from that boost slot. I think you want to be targeting one of the rear gate plates.
Yeah. This is honestly one of the rooms where the E-dash is just easier. It doesn't even need to be a particularly good E-dash. Or extended dash.
I've not yet learned extended dashing. That's on my to-do list. Well, I say learn, and by learned, I mean just kind of got it by accident. Not accident, but kind of got it without much difficulty second try, Seekerless Sky Temple Gateway. But then I proceeded to butcher it in my race, so go figure.
So it goes.
And we are going to see that Plaza neighborhood. At this point, I'm thinking Battleground, I'm thinking Missile Launcher is probably... Missile Launcher is probably in. Well, actually, no. You need missiles to get to... You basically need missiles to get to labs, so I'm just trying to envision where Missile Launcher ran off to.
Maybe it's in Hazing Cliff.
It actually, you know what? That is probably exactly where it is.
Wait, is there a missile door on the way to either side of that?
Well, the thing is, you need a missile to either get through Command Center, or you need a missile to go to Aegon Temple.
Right.
And then you need secret missiles afterwards to get through Sank Entrance. So yeah, there's no way to reach that area without a missile. Oh, Rico has decided he's had enough with trying that and is going to reset.
Yeah, fair. It is not an easy dash.
I'm Plaza.
Another E-tank.
Are you finished, game? I'm pretty sure that's now 4 energy tanks in this area of Torves. I said there were 17 to 20 items. I didn't say they were all energy tanks.
And the one item we did want out of here we can't have yet.
If it is like grapple or screw in Cache 2, well, it can't be screw. Never mind. That is logically required for in Cache 2.
If it's grapple, then screw attack is accessible anyways. So.
Pretty much. We're gonna get a boost guardian check from up on this dark Torvis loop. Definitely like doing this now, because one thing that we haven't brought up yet is that out of bounds is not allowed in this tournament by standard rule set. So it's better to do Upper Dark Torvis at your earliest convenience, so that way you don't have to think about doing Cache B Chasm when you're done with Upper Light Torvis. But yeah, with Dark Suit, 6 energy tanks, and a power bomb, I don't foresee Op having too much trouble with this Boost Guardian fight, but it looks like... Oh, yep, that worked.
Rico has picked up spiders.
Alright, so that's going to send him back to Dark Suit, and he knows about Annihilator. Oh, okay, Sky Temple Key. Good enough for us.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll take it at this point.
We've seen a handful of Sky Temple Keys at this point. Oh, that was clean getting onto Dark Forgotten Bridge. Op, I'm going to have to remember that one. And as per usual, nobody has enough power bombs to get through Putrid Alcove without farming. Yep, that's the last Aegon key. And now she reads the Aegon hints to double check. Double check and says, wait a minute.
Ob is still missing one. I think Rico found the last one.
I believe that's the storage B key.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aegon and Sank have the Torvis keys. The Torvis keys are literally nowhere in Torvis. Unfortunately, without Screw Attack, we cannot do a Seekerless Cache A.
Yeah.
Nothing of importance in Venomous Pond. Looks like Rico is essentially following Op's footsteps here and basically running the same exact route, which unfortunately, from the race perspective, it's not going to do much good because, as we mentioned earlier, oh, that's Cannonball.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing Chick is not required, but if it was, that would have been a great spot for Cannonball. And yeah, Op not picking this up, I can understand. No sign of Screw Attack yet, so you're not able to dodge all of the Morph Ball cannons right now.
Yeah, Op also just doesn't need what Cannonball provides right now. She has boost to go fast. She has enough survivability. Like, instantly killing some enemies is nice, but none of them are like really annoying with what she has.
No, and final bosses should be a cakewalk with this loadout too. We have a good chunk of power bombs to play with. This might actually be a save warp out.
Yeah.
If this is a save warp out, what is it a save warp out to is the question.
Probably Sanctuary at this point. We have enough items to do quite a bit there.
Actually, yeah, we can pretty much toss the entirety of Upper Sanctuary. Minus some of the echo checks. I mean, Airy is in play.
Yeah. Some of the Screw Attack checks are annoying. That's really it.
Oh, actually, a grapple would be needed to do some of the stuff in Sank without Screw.
Oh yeah.
Like
There is also cache, the Seeker cache that Op wasn't able to get. So Op did orphan that check, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how she responds to this. Ideally, there's at least something that sends them back there, like a key hint, if nothing else. But ideally, if you're the runners, you don't. There's just nothing there, and you don't have to think about it.
Yep.
But yeah, no secret missiles, so we're not going to be able to check a Cursed Lake. I just noticed we got a 200-bit donation from. I apologize if I butcher this name. Kistles. Thank you so much for your help in keeping the lights on here at Speed Gaming.
Yeah. Oh, we got a high five almost. No, wait, we did have a high five briefly.
All right, so Op is heading back to Aegon. This is either going to be to the temple or this is going to be to Labs. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Labs because she's probably thinking about a Morbus right now. Because she knows the Aegon key is probably... there's a good chance the Aegon key is not in Mining Station B, for one thing, because that's the only place we really realistically can't get to, plus Sand Canyon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And pulling out Dark Beam there, yeah, to me, that indicates going to Crossroads and then going to Warrior's Walk. Which, yeah, it's not often that we get super missiles early. Like, when I choose the settings for Pick Your Poison, I am going to pick having super missiles as a starting item. Because super missiles just avoids having to orphan a handful of checks on your opening route. So I find that that's and especially since the no out of bounds is allowed, being unable, it's very unlikely to skip super missiles. But other than that, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of new information for a little while, although AWP does have the ability to check the battleground in cache and potentially in cache too with a scan dash, as you had mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's the Sky Temple key. AWP is going to go ahead and firstly peek this in cache. Not even bothering to open it first.
Bold. And her just rewards 5 missile.
Okay, game, not helping.
Well, now we get to see the ideal version of the Battlegrounds fight. The fight where you just do nothing and it's great. And
Yeah.
the game is an auto-scroller, effectively.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about firing up that second energy, that second orb in the back. Are we about to have... Okay, never mind. If 2 Ing unpuddle at that exact spot, they'll dance in place, wasting everybody's time.
Complete lack of brain cells. Just like me, for real.
But that should be the last warrior Ing, so that is another Sky Temple key for awp82. So she's running a 3 at the moment. So not a bad complement of Sky Temple keys for this stage of the game, although we don't want to be away from Sky Temple key hints for too long at this point. And yeah, as you can see, energy no longer an issue. AWP is just waltzing through here with no fear. All right, we've got a warp to start from Rico. This is most likely a play for Annihilator Beam. And then let's see how he chooses to respond to that. Let's see if this does, in fact, encourage a Sank dive after going back to Aegon. I think AWP would have liked to have seen the Aegon key before diving back into Dark Aegon, but that's okay. She can route it in on the way out from Storage B.
Yeah.
It's actually really easy to route it in, too, because at that point you just get the key, go through Command Center, head straight through Doomed Entry and Battleground into front of Aegon, and presto, you're out of Morbus. And honestly, you know, a Morbus can't have missile launcher because of the fact that we need a missile to get into labs in the first place. But I don't know. I'm starting to suspect a Morbus at this stage because we don't have a grapple. We know where Echo Visor is. Actually, you know what? Nah, I think I have to agree with you from you saying earlier. I think Sank is just the better play right now. It's more dense.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do there. Unfortunately, you can't read any hints without Cobalt Translator, but I don't know. I see a world at this stage where it's not a bad idea to go and tackle Sanctuary now.
Yeah. I personally would go for Sanctuary because it's been in Logic for a while. Though when you find the last Morbus key, that'll also have been in Logic for a while, but I don't know, many checks versus one check. So, yeah. Was there a hint for Sank entrance?
There was not. There's actually Sank entrance is extremely it's extremely suspicious for missile launcher for sure, but it is a suspicious check right now because that got put into logic at Boost Ball, which has been in play since Power Bombs, which was on Alpha Splinter, so that's been in play for a while. So, yeah, I'm very suspicious of Sank entrance, but it's just a pity that we don't have secret missiles to get through that in one spell swoop and just go into Sanctuary. That would be really nice. All right, so pretty much the main reason Op is here at this point is to check storage C. Interestingly, she chose not to fight Dark Samus here, probably so that the Metroids aren't triggered yet. Because defeating Dark Samus triggers the Metroids here.
Yeah, this room gets real annoying real quick with the Metroids in play.
And she's showing us the intentional method of doing this puzzle. Like just barely hanging off grabbing the spider. And yep, she says, I don't need that energy tank anymore. I'm out of here. So we'll see if Op decides to make that in cache 2 play. Oh, another Sky Temple key in Hall of Honor dead. That Op didn't pick that up because no boost ball at the time, but that is not a bad key to come back to.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be pretty happy to have missed that for most of the game.
Yeah, that could very easily be a key 9. War Ritual Grounds Defiled Shrine being key 9 would be actually really, really nice. Because we know Defiled Shrine is a key. And Op, I think, is just going to peek Central Mining and then dip, because I'm pretty sure this wasn't anything important. Alright, so Rico cannot currently get out of Hall of Honor dead intentionally. The way you have to get out here is you have to do an instant morph. Which, admittedly, that is not my preferred method. I was trained on the screw attack method, but you can't do that in this tournament, so... Okay, Op sees that it's a beam tank and should be dipping out bite from this point. And you see Rico got the instant morph. Not too long. I would wager from Rico this is probably a Torvis play. And I think... Oh no, Op is going to go ahead and... Is this a dip to a Morbis? Oh no, it's reloading the room to open up those crystal switches. I don't think you have to go all the way across. I think just getting to the light door to Central Mining is enough to unload the room.
Kind of safe and sorry, though.
Indeed. Because, yeah, even though the gates may pop up, they're not vulnerable on the same layer. You do have to reload the room first. This would not be an issue if you were running New Patcher. If you're running New Patcher, these doors would already be down. But yeah, this is actually a very smart play from Op, saving Dark Samus until last so that all the post-labs layers are not active during her trip through, and then at which point just go on through to Sanctuary.
Yeah.
That is, of course, assuming you're not detouring for a Morbis. Now, even though Op doesn't need this key, she is going to reload the room anyway, because picking up the item force reloads main reactor, which reveals the item in there. So yeah, we're going to see here that there's nothing of importance in main reactor, and yep, don't want to miss that Dark Oasis hint, especially since, I mean, there's not much stopping it from being secret missiles right now. And yep, time to go to Sanctuary.
It's gonna be so funny if we just find something in Hazencliff immediately.
I mean, I'm honestly wouldn't be too surprised given the circumstances.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
let's just assume Sank Entrance has missile launcher at this point. And then secret missiles in Hazencliff would be a little ugly if that were the case, because then you have to go up, back out and around. That would be the that would be one of the Torvis keys, actually, probably.
I looked away. Oh yeah, it's probably good. It's just that.
All right, so Rico sees Sunburst there in Torvis Lagoon. Won't be getting that. All right, Culling Chamber is Grapple Beam. Ooh, spicy.
Okay, so that's been logic since...
Spider Ball.
Yeah, to get the Dark Suit, probably. I don't think they've been able to pick up enough energy since then, but yeah, ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what the requirement for Culling Chamber is energy-wise. I think it is just one energy tank, but for Hazencliff, it's 2 on medium strictness. And there's that Hazencliff play here. Show me secret missiles. Nope. All right, then. At this point, there's no reason staying on this side of Sank, so... Now, at this point, Light Suit is known, and we could get it. Could we, actually? Actually, no, I don't think you can. I don't think the BSJ up the ceiling, up the doorway is enough to get you to the pipe.
Oh, yeah.
I think you need Screw Attack for that. Awkward. Alright, Hive Dynamo Works contains another key. I think that has to be Sky.
I looked away again!
Also Dark Burst in the tunnel, nice, thanks game, not helping. Oh, we need Cobalt Translator.
Oh, rude.
Because, yeah, we can't just out of bounds skip that this time. I wonder if Op is just gonna take a safety save here and go for Airy. I wouldn't be surprised if she does, if only because, again, it's in Logic and we know Echo is in Sanctuary.
Yeah. With Annihilator being as early as it was, yeah. You'd really, really want to find Echo Visor to go with your Annihilator.
Yeah, that would give you Sentinel's Path. We didn't see Profane Path or Phazon Grounds yet. Phazon Grounds has been in play for a while. Actually, no, it just got put in play with Grapple Beam. I take that back. Because, yeah, normally you need a grapple to get over the first Phazon pit outside Dark Sacred Path. At a Profane Path, you know? Dark Sacred
Yeah.
Path. Come on, MD, it's an item room name. You should know that. So yeah, no sign of Screw Attack is very weird right now. That actually, we could have a nightmare scenario where Vault or Screw Attack is in Vault Side Sank, at which point, logically, Caretaker would be required. There are ways around that, but logically, Caretaker would be required.
Oh, we haven't seen it. Or we have seen a quad hint, that's right.
Yes, we
I
have.
wanted to believe in this quad screw attack, but now it's not happening.
There was a world. Could have happened. And it looks like we are going to see... Okay, we're going to see a safety save first, but yeah, this could be the... This is going to be an airy play.
All right.
I don't see why you would safety save again here.
Better safe than sorry.
Fair enough. I mean, I've crashed in go mode. It's not pretty.
Oh, God.
I wasn't going to win, but it still wasn't pretty.
Yeah, that's grounds for me instantly dropping the seed right then and there. Oh.
Oh, I stand corrected. We are getting a return to a warp to start here.
Oh, okay.
Curious. I guess maybe she's thinking about Sank entrance. Or planning on pivot saving after doing something specific.
Hmm. I don't know where this is going.
This might be that Profane Path check I was mentioning earlier. Not Profane Path, Phazon Grounds. But why go there without checking for Echo Visor first?
Yeah, I don't know, actually.
Oh, and never mind. She's going down Amber again.
Oh, I think she got her grapple, so she's just going straight back to Taurus for gravity boost, following the logic.
Oh, and then going straight to Lower Torvis. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I never did get a Seeker's Hint, did we?
No, we have no clue where... Well, the only potential spot we know it could be... Well, actually, no, it can't be in Dark Oasis now because Light Suit is Seeker's locked.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Dark Oasis is dead. We can't get hints either because no Seeker missiles or Screw Attack to go Seeker-less. But it looks like this is a Hall of Honor dead quick peek for the, at the very least, the key there.
Oh, that was the play. Oh,
Yeah.
rip.
And again, that I think that's not a bad thing to check because again, right now you're just looking for one item that can crack your seed wide open. Be it either Seeker missiles or Echo Visor.
Hmm.
So I get that. I still think committing to the rest of Sanctuary might have been a better idea at the moment. Just because, again, we have no idea where Seeker missiles even are. Although that at the same time, looking for your... I would have done... Oh, actually, no, this would have been really hard to do without Screw Attack. Because, yeah, from Cat West, you could go back down to... You could have gone down and gone to the vault side elevator to go to Lower Torvis. You can get over the statue with Boost and Spider, which is a lot of fun to do, especially after you've lowered the force field in Torvis Temple, because then you can just waltz right back out when you're finished. And especially if you don't have super missiles, because that door is only green from one side. So if you were to go from Lower Torvis to Upper Torvis Temple, and open up the door from the other side, the super's door would collapse,
Right.
which can make like one-way elevator and or room teleportation shenanigans very entertaining. But yeah, this to me from Op is a play for gravity
Yeah.
into Lower Torvis. Because there are a good number of checks in Lower Torvis, and with Annihilator you can get Transit Tunnel South as well. Ooh, a Transit Tunnel South major item would be pretty spicy, because I would still like to continue writing more stuff down this chain after Annihilator Beam. Because yeah, a reminder to the audience, your Annihilator Beam path is to go from Aegon Portal Terminal to Incash 4 to get Emerald Translator, to go to Transport A Access for Spider, to go back to Dark Aegon to Junction Site for your first suit, so that you can get Annihilator Beam in Plane of Dark Worship.
Graph Boost also gets 3 more hints, and yeah, that's a very good point. And yeah, hints are super powerful, so I really like that.
Lower Torvis especially, I find those hints to be very useful. And another thing is we found the vast majority of our always hints. I believe the only always hint we are missing is a Morbus. And our 2 jokes. So it's more likely that the hints in Lower Torvis will be item hints. Cobalt Translator would also be nice, because that gives you 6 more hints in Sanctuary.
Have we seen a Cobalt hint at all? Probably
No.
not. Yeah, I can't have nice things here, like Seeker Launcher. It's funny how many races have just ground to a halt because no Seekers to get STK hints. I really like that. That's really funny.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing there is the sort of one of the major events that occur when Out of Bounds is not allowed. Because had Out of Bounds been allowed, Seekers would be fairly easy to skip for Sky Temple key hints. You could screw attack into the tunnel near Sky Temple Gate and just crawl around using the some of the statues to the door itself, and then just bust the door open from the other side. Because again, just like Torvis Temple, that door is blue from the other side. Oh, Op is going straight for Alpha Blog here, or at least getting that first.
Could just also be unlocking it for later.
Could be, and with Grab Boost in tow, there's really no reason not to. Scan Visor, please. Oh, there's Screw Attack.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
Screw was grav locked. Interesting.
Not even. You can get there without gravity. That's the intended way to get it.
Oh, that's true.
Oh wait, no. Oh no, you need like Seekers to be able to open that up, right? No, yeah, that was gravity lock.
Well, no, you can get to that platform without gravity, because then you can just raise the gate, you can raise the gate and take the cannon.
Right.
Because the gate is on the lower side.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you're supposed to be able to reach that platform without gravity. All right, first hint of Lower Torvis, and it reads, the Hive Temple keys are irrelevant. Dungeon is dead, yeah. Now, personally, when I do the Lower Torvis loop, I like to start from, as I like to call it, Bad Gathering Hall. Because, you know, there's a Gathering Hall and a Training Chamber in both Prime 1 and Prime 2, and they're basically the polar opposites of how good they are. Training Chamber in Prime is bad, Training Chamber in Echoes is good. On the flip side, Gathering Hall in Echoes is bad, great in Prime. Alright, let's see if this is a item in Transit Tunnel South.
It is not.
Aww. Yeah, I think Ob might have blinked for a second and thought it was Seeker Missiles, but no, it's not.
Alas. 5 missiles, regular, mundane.
But yeah, as I was saying before, I personally prefer to start from Gathering Hall and then go around from TTS to Catacombs instead, because there's an item along the entirety of the route. And the only one that doesn't have an item is Transit Tunnel West. Charger beam to fire a normal shot when out of ammo. Okay, Lord Torvasins, can you please give us something of actual substance?
I'm gonna tell Santa Claus is real next. That's my prediction personally.
That's a good joke hint. The one that I like is the follow bot message. I'm not gonna repeat it here, but unless we see it, of course, on stream. Especially since they just don't say that anymore.
Yeah, God. We used to
Yeah.
have real follow bots. Now it's just all fakers.
All right, so Rico is going to see Cannonball here. We'll see if he elects to pick it up. Op was not interested in... That was an energy tank in... You just have way too many energy tanks in Transit Tunnel East. Morbus is guarding Sky Temple Key 1.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing.
Boss.
Yes, a Morbus is required, but that's not the worst thing to be on a Morbus right now. Because at the very least, you can come back for that later.
Oh, yeah. But it is very funny, and I'm very happy to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of suspicious when we got the keys within very good reason. And we are going to see, I assume this is an alpha blog check here from Op. Because, yeah, there are a grand total of 4 items down there.
Mm-hmm.
I assume Op is looking for a power bomb here. Which, wouldn't it be easier to just get them off the ammo fish?
Yeah, it would be.
Unless, she's not going for blog, she's going straight for Sanctuary.
Ah, okay.
But I guess didn't have a power bomb to bust down the door.
No, she didn't. She only has one after picking that up.
You know, it's funny that this happened because that actually did save me in a tournament race in 2022 question mark. I didn't have a power bomb. I went to Catacombs to get it, and it pointed me to my go mode.
Oh, wow.
The hint there pointed me to go mode. So thank you, the Prime 2 drop system. But yeah, I like this play of Sank Vault right now. There is a lot you can do. I mean, you can basically resume your Sank loop. If Echo is here, that would be a great way to get into ATS as well.
Yeah.
Echo being here would actually be, I think, the best case scenario for Op. Definitely saw a bomb drop, too. And as Chad confirms, yeah, we definitely have an STK in Defiled Shrine. But again, that's a really good place for a Sky Temple key.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Seeker Launcher, main research.
Oh, alright. That's basically go mode at this point, unless Echo is required.
Also, it means that you are not expected to go through the front door.
Good. Front door's bad.
Which means if Missile Launcher is in fact in Sank entrance, I'm gonna laugh. Robots, please. Now, Op is doing the double bomb jump method to start on the spider track, but with Screw Attack, you can also jump up to the the Cat West platform and slope jump screw attack to Seeker missiles as well. And if your height is just a little short, you can bonk to get that extra little bit of height. And this kind of saves you the trouble of having to deal with these stupid quads. But yeah, that puts Light Suit almost in play. Just missing Logically Echo Visor. Was that it right there in Transit Station? I wasn't paying attention. Nope. Now, Op, I hope, has another bomb. Okay. She does. That's garbage. And Op knows it.
Go around this side.
Oh, if Echo is in Sank Entrance, that would have to put Missile Launcher in Profane Path, locked by Annihilator Beam.
God. Oh, I see. Op is just opening this up for later. Very fair.
Yeah, that's a very smart thing to do. And that being said, is Op save warping again? Oh yeah, with Seeker missiles.
Yeah, Op can just get hints now. It's not like Op can go out through the front.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's gonna do.
Quentin, no.
I will say one thing I like doing with Quentin is I like hitting the head with Dark Beam 4 times, like to just bring it down to minimum health, and then screw attack into the legs while it's twisting and get the head and the body in the same time. It's very precise, but it can be done.
And Rico discovering screw attack.
Yeah, now luckily, again, he doesn't have to panic too much about that, because again, you can just open this platform and that will give you access.
Oh, of course. Imagine knowing how to play this game the vanilla way.
I mean, the logic can make it happen. Remember, Brando does not care of the journey you must take, only that you can take it.
Yeah, it would just behoove me more to remember the vanilla journey is all sometimes.
All right, we are going to get our Sky Temple key hints now. I believe Op has 3. We know of, I want to say, 4 or 5 question mark? Oh no, we only know of those 3. Yeah, we know
We saw Hollow
we know
Hunter
4.
Dead,
We know
and
4.
we probably know Defiled Shrine.
That's true. Defiled Shrine is definitely going to be a key.
Oh, and Amorbus.
And Amorbus. So that would put our unknown key count at 3, I think. Yeah, 3. Op just needs to go get the ones that we've already seen. One of which, as we've established already, is on Amorbus. Now, with Dark Visor Seekers, we can also get the War Ritual Grounds item, which is another Sky Temple key.
Oh, that's 7.
Wow. This area is just literally laced with Sky Temple keys. Again, those are the better Sky Temple keys to get last. That's 3 Sky Temple keys in the Meeting Ground / Sky Temple Gateway area.
We take those.
So that leaves us 2 unknowns. Now we'll see if they're how good they are, because we now have knowledge of Light Suit as well. We have knowledge of Light Suit and Echo Visor, so the only thing that can really... Oh, wait a minute, Hive Dynamo works. I didn't think about Hive Dynamo works.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, wait a minute. Inghive does have one... I think Inghive has one hive key. I don't think we've seen it yet.
Out.
Dark Aegon
That's
Temple.
the one we saw.
I mean, we knew that already. This is key 3, I think. War Ritual Grounds, that's free. Hall of Honor Dead, we knew that already. Defiled again, we knew that already. Which means these next 2 have to be new information. Under Transit 1, that's actually free.
Yeah. The most annoying thing about it is that Op was already there at one point and didn't get it. In roughly that area.
And Sand Canyon, so we don't need to fight Spider Guardian.
Alright, that's good.
It is a hive key in Hive Dynamo. That's seed solved, yeah?
Yeah, we're done. I mean, yeah, we're in go mode. We don't need anything else.
Yeah, that's seed solved. In fact, I don't even think Op needs to stay in Sanctuary anymore.
No, there's literally nothing there.
So Echo is not needed. Light Suit is, well, Light Suit you can get away without. But yeah, no need for Echo Visor, no need for Light Suit. Surprisingly nicer progression type seed. Say for the Secret Missiles in main research, forcing you to have to go from Sank all the way around. Which isn't the worst in the world, because, again, you had Super Missiles and Grab Boost within pretty good reason. You know, you could have even gotten away without Gravity Boost.
Yeah.
Because Under Transit 1 doesn't necessarily need Gravity. You can just go to the light path from the from Training Chamber with Boost Ball. Go through the portal and go to Under Transit 1 that way. And then to get back out, you would just take the cannon back in light Training Chamber again. Or Gathering Hall, rather. You could take the Gathering Hall cannon to get back to the central platform in Hydro Dynamo Station. And that would be your way out. Without gravity. So yeah, I would say Op is in position at this point to take this race.
Absolutely, yeah. Was there anything required, with all of that in mind, was there anything required in Sanctuary? Oh, Seekers.
Secret Missiles, yes. That's literally it, though. You literally just had to dip Sank at main research for Secret Missiles, and that's all you needed.
Incredible.
There was something in Culling Chamber as well, wasn't there?
Culling Chamber
Grapple
was the
Beam.
Grapple Beam.
Never mind.
You only need it for Gravity Boost, which was nice, I guess.
Yeah, Gravity Boost was QOL at best, but with Screw Attack being where it was, you could have also done an air underwater at Hydro Dynamo Station to get to Gathering Hall. That would have worked too. So yeah, at this point, Sank entrance has to be either Echo Visor or Missile Launcher, at which point Echo Visor would lead to Missile Launcher and Profane Path. Which you could get to by going back through the temple through the Emerald side. We'll find out in the credits.
Yep.
I hope. Oh, interesting. Op is going to enter for Under Transit 1 through this portal and get an ammo refill.
Oh, fair, yeah. Otherwise, it's tiny bit annoying to have to go back to ship if you want the ammo. Yeah, this makes perfect sense.
Okay, is just getting the ammo and then going back up. Yeah, I think for this one, it really was... I think it was just a matter of movement, because both runners took virtually identical routes the whole seed. Op's movement is just blatantly superior in this instance.
Yeah. That and Op went, cleaning up Aegon the way she did was extreme. Not Aegon, early Temple Grounds, getting the DMT loop. That was extremely clean, and getting to Spider Ball that much sooner was critical.
Indeed. Oh yeah, by the way, Screw Attack works on these that crystal switch.
Video game.
Because Screw Attack breaks everything. You know, I think as far as progression is concerned, it's not nearly as busted in Prime 3.
Oh no, they learned a few lessons about it.
Which makes me wonder what they're going to handle for movement in Prime 4. So many questions for something we're probably not going to know until the Switch 2 is announced. Like, I'm being serious. I think it's going to be a Switch 2 launch title. Why else would it be?
Dual release like Breath of the Wild.
Absolutely, because otherwise, why else would it not be coming out this year? Why would it not be coming out this year and still be for Nintendo Switch, more specifically?
Right.
At least that's my theory. Alright, so Rico again getting ammo off the fish. Yeah, it's just so convenient you can get so much ammo off these fish, so much that it lags the game. Alright, we are going to see an under-temple check from Rico here. Now, at this point, the only major item we're missing is Cobalt Translator, from our perspective, but I don't think that's going to help us beyond this point, since we've established Hive Dynamo Works is not a Sky Temple key.
Right.
So with Under Transit 1 dealt with, I think Op's next stop is the remaining Aegon keys, which would be Amorbis, and I think Sand Canyon. And then from there, all three of them are in the meeting ground section of Temple Grounds. So yeah, it's just Amorbis and Sand Canyon and then a warp to start, and then that's it. I think you do Sand Canyon first, then go to Amorbis, because then you can warp out at Judgment Pit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be done with this seed pretty soon here, folks. I would say, like, no more than 15 minutes. What is the logic chain for missile launcher? Well, we're assuming right now that if Echo Visor is in Sank Entrance, fulfilling that hint, that missile launcher would have to be in Profane Path, because you basically can't get to Torvis or the back of Sank or anywhere else without a missile beyond that point. So assuming it is Echo Visor in Sank Entrance, that would be missiles in Profane Path, which you would need Annihilator, in order to get which, you needed to go to Incash 4 for Emerald Translator, and then go to Transport A Access for Spider with that Emerald in tow, to get your Junction Site Dark Suit for Annihilator Beam in Plane of Dark Worship.
Not good. Pretty bad, actually.
And that's just for the ability to fire missiles. Could you imagine?
I think I once saw a missile launcher in Path of Roots in a seed with require mains on. That was a seed.
Ew. Wouldn't that require you basically to come from... How would you do that?
Like, you had to go through Sanctuary or something really stupid. It's been a hot minute since that seed. I think require mains were on too, which is why I remember it at all.
Yeah, you know, something, not as many Amorbis requirements as you would think so far for this first week. A lot of Chicas, as I understand it. I mean, I should know. I had to do it too. I mean, again, vanilla Dark Visor.
I'm glad that Chica seems to be on the upswing. More people need to deal with Chica more often, since it's so much worse than a Morbus.
Now, something that Op did there is stand way back before bombing a Morbus. I think it's better to actually be closer to a Morbus near the funnel because the bombs kind of get sucked in at close proximity. But other than that, this is a safe worm skip deployed here. Except that worm decided it wanted to skip out of view. So gonna have to wait for another jump.
Oof, unfortunately missing the second worm skip. Not a big deal, just a little slightly slower.
Well, you don't want to get worm skip here now, because if you do that, you soft
yeah,
lock.
That's right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we don't want any of that, especially in a go mode scenario. Op will take that Sky Temple key, and now she will proceed to, I assume this is, well, obviously a quick pit stop to Sand Canyon, but after that, save warp probably near Vent Area B. That's probably the closest save room. And then it is off to Sky Temple because, again, literally all of our remaining keys are back there. It's hilarious because we have the entirety of Sank. Meanwhile, you put all the Sky Temple keys in the meeting grounds section of Temple Grounds. I mean, that is literally the, like, there are only, like, 4 items in that section of Temple Grounds. And 3 of them are Sky Temple keys. Although, admittedly, besides missiles, Randomania did decide to be nice for a change tonight. Kind of. I mean, a Morbus was required, but the keys weren't that obnoxious. Ooh, literally, Rico literally burning his last light beam shot on Grapple Guardian.
Oh, wow, perfect.
It's a good thing that Grapple Guardian drops beam ammo. Do not pick that up, thank you. Yeah, you don't want to be dealing with Grapple Pirates.
Grapple Pirates are the worst.
So yeah, Rico is about to fall into the Under Transit 1 key here. But now with Sand Canyon picked up, Op just has to save warp, and that's going to be all she wrote. Everything you need, all in one place. Ah, she is going to zap the red key for one thing. She is going to take the Temple Grounds route to get to Hall of Honor dead that way, instead of save warping.
Fair enough, honestly. It saves an extra loading screen, I think.
More importantly, it allows you to save at the ship for a full ammo restore.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, going into Emperor Ing with at least 3 power bombs is highly recommended. Although the game does throw you a bone in Sky Temple, and if your missiles aren't full, it'll give you 10 missiles for each of those little Ingworm spheres, and then a power bomb after that if you're not full on power bombs. So in this case, Op could potentially get 4 power bombs with 36 out of 50 missiles. To answer your question, chat, yes, Echo was hinted to be in Sanctuary somewhere. We just don't know exactly where. We suspect, we're kind of hoping, rather, that it was in Sank Entrance, which would put Missile Launcher in Profane Path, hilariously. Vanilla also would have been funny.
Ultimately, though, we didn't get to see a lot of Sanctuary.
No, the Sank was extremely starved this seed. It had, and it didn't have a lot of energy tanks either. Those were all in Torvis. It's probably where all the beam ammo ran off to. Ooh, Rico getting a nice save with that screw attack on the platform. Alright, that is the key for Op, and now their last keys are War Ritual Grounds and Defiled Shrine. Love to see it. Alright, but that does lead him to Seeker Missiles, and he is not happy. Quite understandably, because you had to go all the way around to get these. What's even worse is that because Seekers are where they are, you couldn't have even gone through the front door, and there's the screw attack bonk. To get Seekers from top of main research. That's my preferred method as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way I was trained in Echoes Rando, I very much was trained to love screw attack.
Oh yeah, no, it's like silly bonkers busted.
Silly bonkers busted because of bonking.
Or alternatively, just kind of sluice into a morph ball hole, because you just are a morph ball while you're screw attacking. If you don't have morph ball, you can't screw attack. You only really find out if you
decide to shuffle that.
mod, yeah, or shuffle it.
Oh, jeez, I can't even imagine. I doubt that's. I don't think that's ever going to be allowed this tournament, but. But yeah, we are seeing the hints, the Sky Temple keys of extreme convenience. But yeah, not a particularly terrible seed. Seekers were kind of lousy, and we're still trying to figure out the logic for missiles. But other than that, yeah, this seed, I would classify this seed as relative, compared to the last few days of the tournament, relatively tame.
Yeah.
Because let me put it to you this way. I mean, basically for between Monday and Wednesday, for every seed, we needed almost literally everything. Although it's going to be really interesting when we get to week 3 Guardian Slayer settings, because now you need to definitely add the Amorbus and Chica keys. I'm so excited for that one. That and Pick Your Poison I'm excited for.
Yeah, same.
Is that going to be too high? Nope. It's sometimes possible to go too high when screw attacking off that wall. That is something else that Prime 3 would fix, is that they give you a little boost of height on the last screw. This is about to be a... Oh, never mind. I thought for sure Op was going to get hit by that. Careful, Op. You're almost out of beam ammo.
It's fine. Just enough.
Yeah, may consider grabbing some on the way out. All right. She's not having too much trouble with this Emperor too. Yeah, I wouldn't say that was flawless, but still very good. Ooh, Emperor doing the sidestep.
Fancy.
Doing a lot of sidestepping. Emperor's just dancing with Op. Ooh, but then closes its mouth. That would have been the best time to get some screw hits in. I do not recommend that. Okay.
That's a crash risk.
Yeah, usually when the mouth is closed, that's the best time to get those screws in.
Nice and clean Emperor. That's as much as we can ask for in a race.
So yeah, Appa's going to wrap up the seed just as Rico is about to get the good news that actually the seed isn't nearly as trash as he may have envisioned. And yeah, as foreseen, Appa's going to grab some beam ammo here just to be safe. Because yeah, having 25 Annihilator shots so you don't have to do much math is helpful. Grabbing Dark Beam, maybe specifically looking to do the Dark Beam strats here. Oh no, it's just grabbing general beam ammo. Mathing it out so that it's nice and easy. And yep, she has pulled out Dark Beam. So I would wager that, yeah, she's going to do Dark Beam strats. And personally, those are my preferred just because they're more consistent. Because basically, sometimes Dark Samus won't throw up her shield when she cloaks like this. Which if she doesn't and she just face tanks a missile, that's just an easy way to get centered.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like that was a hit. That was a bonk, which at the very least that does hit a little bit. And yeah, it looks like she's resorting to Dark Beam. Usually the strat I go with is 2 Dark Beam shots followed by a missile right away. Which, this isn't going to be enough to do the job. Because her the Dark Beam ammo was too low here, so... One good screw should do it, though, and like
and
that...
that's GG.
awp82 will take their first race of this tournament with an official race time GG time of 1:57.12. And with that, soon after, Rico has decided he's had enough and has issued a DNF.
Well, let's get these racers in the room. Hi, close out of the controls. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
Going
right.
pretty alright.
Welcome to our runners. GG's to the both of you.
Thank you.
So secret missiles in main research, yeah?
I hate that. I really hated that.
Oh, that's okay. We hated it too because that meant you had to go around to get those. You couldn't just go waltzing through the front door.
Yeah, I was worried about the entrance for a while. I'm glad it turned out I didn't need to do that.
We suspect right now, and we're going to see up in your credits in just a moment, we suspect that might be Echo Visor to a potential missile launcher in Profane Path. Because that would be funny. Just because...
Oh, missile launcher never did show up, did it?
No, it did not. No. That was egging on our minds for the vast majority of the first hour. Other than that, there wasn't a whole lot of divergence in your routing, besides the one exception being that you chose to do the Temple Grounds loop, starting from Meeting Grounds considerably earlier, and that just helped.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too caught up in trying to full clear Aegon because that's usually my downfall. So since I was rusty, I just figured I would like take a few risks, and actually paid off this time instead of punishing me like they usually do. But yeah, I'm surprised at how well I routed this. This went a lot better than my practice scenes because none of those were under 2 hours, and in fact, most of them were like almost 3 or a little bit over.
I know exactly how that feels.
Yeah. So,
like, I almost always had 2 bosses required in my practice race as well. Morbus being required today wasn't the worst. You were at least given the Aegon keys within reason and had them before checking hints.
Yeah, and I had a gut feeling they'd be required. I was just hoping they wouldn't be, and sitting on it until I got a hint, and I was like, oh, okay, glad I got those. Other than that, I just kind of lucked into most progression.
Yeah, I would say this seed, by comparison to the rest of the week, has been certainly tame.
Yeah.
Especially just dumping 3 Sky Temple keys in the Meeting Grounds section of Temple Grounds. Because,
no complaints there.
No, yeah, because War Ritual Grounds, Defiled Shrine, and Hall of Honor Dead are probably the 3 best places to have your last 3 Sky Temple keys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to see these credits here because I want to know where this stupid missile launcher has been hiding.
Oh, watch station. Okay.
Because.
Oh my god.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say missile launcher was in watch station?
No. That's Sank entrance.
Oh, missile launcher was Sank entrance. Okay. That checks.
Yeah.
We've been a good thing require mains were not on.
So.
Although it should be noted that in order to the chain for Annihilator Beam was quite comical, as it turns out, because the path to that is Aegon Portal Terminal to get to Incash 4 for Emerald Translator, to go back to Transport A access to go get Spider Ball, to go back to that same section of Dark Aegon to Junction Site for your first suit, followed by Annihilator Beam in Plane of Dark Worship.
Yeah, I'm glad I checked that.
It wasn't useful for anything.
No, it was not. That's the worst part.
Well, it's useful for the, what do you call them? The battleground thing?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, I'm kidding, but yeah. Made a lot of... What?
Cobalt was in Hive Gyro Chamber. I thought it said Hive Dynamo Chamber, at which point I was going to scratch my head because I thought that was a key, which it was. It was a Hive key.
Yeah, I'm glad I was a little worried about Mining Plaza and what was it? Hive Dynamo.
Yeah, Spider Guardian was on our minds for a minute until we saw that hint in, I want to say it was in Lower Torvis that said one of the Hive keys was in Hive, and that's when I thought, oh, wait a minute, yeah, there's a slight chance we might not need to worry about it, and it turns out we did. So yeah, again, very tame seed by comparison, because otherwise we would have had to go hunting for Cobalt Translator, and that would have not been pleasant.
No.
Especially since it was Echo Visor locked too.
Yeah, could be a lot worse.
But other than that, to the both of you, your thoughts for the remaining weeks of this tournament, going into the fancy settings.
Fingers are crossed.
Not looking forward to that.
I am. This is gonna be great. Oh, I guess that's about it here. Tomorrow at let's see, 5 p.m. Eastern. That'll be the final match of Swiss Round 1, Mighty Caesar versus Lucarius. Be there or don't. I'm not your mother. Until then, take it easy, folks, and be back soon with more randomizer content.
Yes, and again, once again, a shout out to our runners awp82 and RicoV53 who have put on a fantastic show for you here on this Saturday evening. And we would also like to thank, okay, Command has decided it doesn't want to play nice. That's fine. Thank you to Drake Foes for tracking tonight, making sure everybody knows who has what.
Yeah, thanks for commentating and tracking and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Thanks everybody for watching.